Okay, we got a massive Star Wars dump the other day or yesterday. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was, and tons of other channels have probably already covered this, and it's whatever. I just want to hear all of your thoughts, and I just want to kind of go over it. We can kind of discuss it, talk about what we're excited for, and stuff like that. So, did you guys see everything that was announced, or just some of the snippets?
Not everything, just parts, bits and pieces.
My dude.
So we are getting Star Wars Andor, which is going to be a series about casting Andor. Lando, which I'm pretty sure is going to be a show. The movie Rogue Squadron. Rangers of the New Republic, which some people are saying might be a Cara Dune show, taking place in the same era as Mandalorian. Star Wars Acolyte, which is going to be a Sith-focused show. Bad Batch, which is a Clone Wars spinoff. Ahsoka, and Droid story. Oh, not to mention Star Wars Visions, which is obviously the one that everyone's most excited for.
Kenobi.
That one wasn't announced here, but I guess the official title.
But Hayden Christensen is coming back as Vader. So
let's actually start there. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Hayden Christensen coming back as Vader.
I like it. I mean, he was pretty crappy in the he was pretty crappy in the prequels, obviously. But I think a lot of that could have been writing. So I'm interested to see if he's gonna have some sort of redemption as an actor, because he did like literally nothing after the sequels because of how poorly those did. So I'm hoping the best for him, honestly.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like, people have said that like George Lucas during directing like encouraged like flat acting and stuff like that. So I'm curious if it was actually George's fault that Hayden's performance was so cringy, to say the least.
Yes.
Maybe under good directing, he could be really good. And Ewan McGregor, he said he's super excited to work with Hayden again. So that's pretty awesome.
I totally would be too.
But like, how about all this new stuff? Like, now is a good time to be a Star Wars fan. Like, no matter what era you're in, if you're an originals fan, if you're a prequels fan, if you're a sequels fan, something is here for you right here.
Definitely.
Maybe not so much sequels.
No, Rangers of the New Republic.
But that's not. Well, I mean, I guess it is.
Yeah.
There's something for everyone.
I mean, we're getting some Republic content.
After
we got destroyed in the first movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of disappointing. I liked episode 7, but it was kind of disappointing to see.
Yeah, I thought it'd been really cool to see like, the New Republic versus, something. It's fine though. No, it's not. But seeing a New Republic show would be really cool. And is Donald Glover coming back for Lando?
I'd assume, and I can't use Billy D, right? Because that's gonna be like.
I mean, I'd be okay with that if they just don't acknowledge it like all these.
Just kidding.
They haven't announced Donald Glover as returning, actually.
I really hope he is.
Yeah,
he was really good as Lando.
I liked it a lot personally.
Yeah,
but
Solo? Liked it. I haven't seen it since theaters.
Y'all got me dirt.
Check out our further thoughts on him in the Star Wars tier list, please. We need the views.
But guys, listen. So this is something that I have wanted Star Wars to do for a long time. That's branch out into other genres. So we've had like the space opera and the space western, right? But what Star Wars Acolyte is giving us is a mystery thriller. It's called Star Wars Acolyte. It's gonna be a mystery thriller. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like Sith focused during the High Republic era. So,
which is when?
Like 200 years before Episode 1.
So this is like not Old Republic, but like
no, Old Republic is like
oldish Republic.
Years. This is like 200. So like basically to give you an example of like High Republic stuff, Yoda's still around. He's in his prime basically. All the Jedi we know and love have not been born yet, besides Yoda. The Republic, the current government, I'm pretty sure is the same government we see in the prequels. And so this one's going to be about emerging dark side in the final days of the High Republic era. Though if it is a Sith, in the show, this will severely limit what they can do because, as we've known, the Jedi have not been aware of the Sith for over 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So
Sith
either
Lord Darth
the Sith-
Sherlock
so either this is
Holmes.
gonna be like a dark Jedi, a dark Force user, or if it is a Sith, they have to kill literally every Jedi they come across as to not.
Imagine what if they canonized Starkiller in this?
Star
That would be freaking awesome.
Starkiller
Laughs
was
in,
Starkiller
the
was
Force.
Vader's apprentice.
Yes.
Dude, listen, if they get
That's
Sam
so
Witwer
dope.
back for something, that'd be freaking cool. Because like,
That would be freaking.
maybe if they make Starkiller like not Vader's apprentice, and they make him like,
Some other guy in canon, but in games he's Vader's
that would be
apprentice.
really, really cool. Because I mean, Force Unleashed 1 was awesome. 2 was really bad. If this could be like a spiritual successor for that, then that'd be really cool. I mean, it's not a game.
That would be really cool.
Speaking of games, Rogue Squadrons is going to be a whole feature-length movie, and
pretty sweet.
that was a game on the Nintendo 64, and so a lot of people are freaking out about Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
I never
like,
played that game.
A movie
because,
about like
not
a group of
Millennial, but-
pilots. They all call it a group of pilots, like their chemistry together, the way they work as a team. That could be a super intense movie, like having to manage all the mechanics inside of a ship and just trying to like take down something like that. Could be a really cool movie.
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they could have like a super cool name, like Rogue One.
Silence.
I think they liked that.
CJ, bass boost the silence. To just show how hard it is. I want you to bass
Please
boost
do.
the silence.
Oh, what does bass
Amplify
boosted
the
sound?
silence.
What does bass boosted silence sound like?
It sounds
But-
like
We just
yeah.
found out.
Silence, but bass boosted.
it
The
sounds like
Ahsoka
this.
movie.
Is it gonna be a Ahsoka movie or is it a series?
I think it's an Ahsoka series. So listen, in spoilers for the Mandalorian. In the Mandalorian, Ahsoka mentioned Grand Admiral Thrawn. I don't think
Yes.
Thrawn is going to play a part in the Mandalorian. I think that Ahsoka show is going to be about taking down Thrawn because Thrawn was in Rebels. Ahsoka was in Rebels.
Yes.
I think this
Yes.
show is going to be the spiritual successor to Rebels, and it's going to be about Ahsoka, Sabine Wren, and probably Ezra Bridger. He should be dead though. Honestly, all these Jedi being alive when Luke is around just kind of devalues his role, and I don't like it.
Do you think Disney has any opposition to demeaning Luke Skywalker's role in the universe?
It's Dave
at all?
Filoni. He's the one who came up with all these characters. So I mean, I trust Dave. If he's doing some wacky things, I'm sure he'll make a good story.
Let's hope
But
so.
I'm a big fan of Ahsoka as a character. So I mean, she was played well in The Mandalorian. I just hope she'll be able to carry her own show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I think it could be really good if it's done well. So, looking forward to that.
One of the least anticipated ones for me is Star Wars: A Droid Story. It just seems like it's gonna
It's
be a one-off.
gonk.
Like, if it's Gonk,
Yes,
I'm
that's what I
hyped.
said.
If it's Gonk, I'm gonna be so freaking excited, dude. But they did say it's gonna be about R2 and 3PO along with some other droids.
Oh, no. I mean, I love R2 and 3PO.
The R2
but,
and 3PO haven't been in enough movies.
But this is my thing. Like Anthony Daniels, he's retired from Star Wars. He was in Episode 9. He's like, okay, I'm done. So who's gonna
If
play
I was in
3PO?
Episode 9, I would do the same thing.
But like, who's it gonna be? Like, because you can't replace
It might-
Anthony Daniels.
Yeah.
Wait, would you say, Ryan?
I wonder if they're gonna, because it was just ask him to do just one more movie, or like one more show, whatever it is. It's gonna be Steve
I don't
They
know.
Harvey.
could, yeah. Or
I
what
think
I was
they'll
thinking.
probably.
I was saying that I probably think that they're gonna bring in the guy who voiced him in the Clone Wars / the guy who voices him in the Lego shows.
I was gonna say they could do the gold guy that's
Unless that's the same
walking
person.
around while he does his voice. I think that they could actually use that guy as a voice actor instead of just
What?
Instead, it'd be like if David Prowse started, the gold guy that plays 3PO.
That's Anthony Daniels.
Actually, that joke is terrible. Somebody shoot me in the head.
Into the Sarlacc pit you go. That was a terrible.
Into exile I must go. Failed, I have.
So the Ahsoka show sounds really cool. The droid show sounds like a whatever. Acolyte, super interesting to me. Rogue Squadron sounds like a super fun, like action adrenaline rush of a movie that I'm gonna love seeing. Lando show. Rangers of the New Republic, I really hope that's going to be about Cara Dune, maybe some other like New Republic people just going down and tracking down Imperial like occupations and just obliterating them.
Yeah.
What do you guys think Andor is going to be about? Because he was a very interesting rebel. I know that the Rogue One characters, like people say that they're not the most deep and interesting, but I liked Cassian as a character. He seemed like a really cool, just like spy guy, a little bit trigger happy.
Yeah. He was.
That means we're also gonna get K2, right?
He's like.
Oh yeah, we can probably see the origin of him getting K2.
He's like.
Yeah.
Cassian is like Poe, but good.
Poe was one of my favorite characters for one movie.
No, listen, we like Poe in Episode 7, and I like
Episode 7. Yeah, we like
Poe
a lot of
Finn
things in Episode 7.
S2. Poe and Finn in Episode 7 are S2.
But I think that, like, I mean, listen, I'm a sucker for the original trilogy, so getting more content in that, I'm gonna be excited for no matter what. Absolutely. But I mean, are any of you guys like big Rogue One fans?
Yes, I'm actually a large Rogue One fan.
I really like.
Yeah, I really like Rogue One.
Me too.
I think Rogue One might be my favorite Disney Star Wars movie. Either that or 7. I really liked it. I liked the characters. I just liked how different it was from the other movies. It was kind of its own thing.
It was a war movie above anything else.
I love that it solved the plot hole of episode. That was so
yes.
That was like, because for like literally decades, we're like, wow, that's freaking stupid. They just have a hole in there, and they made fun of that in Family Guy Star Wars. They were like, wait, why don't we just cover it up with some cardboard or some plywood, and that's it, you know? But
yeah, oh my gosh, don't you love it when Star Wars fixes potholes instead of adds new ones?
The prequels and the sequels
starts licking fingers.
They're both guilty. Listen, the prequels and the sequels are both guilty of making plot holes.
Yeah, it's true.
Leia. Yes, I knew my mother. She was beautiful, but sad. Listen, man, unless I don't know what kind of memory you got.
Oh, here's another one. Midichlorians.
Oh man, don't get me
started on midichlorians. All right.
When they started talking about M count in Mandalorian, I'm like,
yeah, dude, I freaking like flipped over my couch and started just like running on the ground like I was going insane. No, I'm just kidding.
You know the meme of the guy punching the computer? It was a meme, but slightly less because, you know, it's the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing is Star Wars Visions, which is going to be an anime. Thoughts on that, guys?
Make sure to read the manga first.
Yes.
No, because they decanonized all the...
No, what if they actually make a manga for it and then make the anime?
I won't be surprised.
I mean, I would read it. If it's Star Wars, I'm gonna watch it. I mean,
yeah.
Just put the picture of Peter B. Parker in Into the Spider-Verse licking his fingers.
Star Wars
eating the burger.
What? I wonder what like they said that it's an actual Japanese like studio that's gonna do it.
It's good.
Nice.
Who is?
They're probably still gonna Disneyify it, obviously, but
Disneyify.
I mean, like, honestly, like, anime is not like a terrible, like, medium for Star Wars because The Mandalorian is basically just an anime but live action. That's honestly what it is. It's really just a live action anime, if I'm being honest. So this is not going to be like a weird transition for the series, I don't think. I mean, it is going to be very weird, honestly, but
yeah.
I'll get over it. Like the story, I mean, like the storytelling beats and the way they go about things it's not going to be different for Star Wars.
Yeah, it's just going to be the art style that'll take some getting used to.
Out of all of the things, I gotta say, I am probably the most excited for the Bad Batch because I love Clone Wars. You guys have actually not seen season 7. Am I the only one in this particular group that's seen season 7?
I haven't even seen Clone Wars.
I have not seen season 6. I was like Ryan's age when I watched the Clone Wars. At the time, like there was no announcement of season 7. So 6 was the last one, and I liked the show so much. I hated the idea that I was gonna finish it, and so I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna finish it. I'm just gonna. So it's always there for something else. I don't know if that was the thought process. It was more of like I'll save that for later, and I never watched it. I was like,
by the way, my age is fine.
So So I finished the entire series, and obviously I think it's spectacular. The Bad Batch, I really liked the arc. Obviously, it didn't factor too much into like the overall story of that season, but I really enjoyed that arc, and it looks like it's going to be like really focused on like what the clones did after Order 66.
Wait, it's taking place after Order 66?
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah. Have you seen the
I
trailer?
saw part of the trailer.
Did you see Palpatine declaring the
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Reorganization Republican of First Galactic
I'm already
Empire?
over here sobbing over the Domino Squad. Okay, man, I haven't gotten over that yet.
So it looks like it's kind of going to focus on like what clones did after Order 66, and it almost looks like they're going to be like working for the Empire, which is kind of cool. I mean, my hope is that they'll kind of like come to realize that, wait a second, the Empire sucks.
They're going to be stormtroopers. That's pretty cool. But wait, do they have the biochips? Because if they have the biochips, they can't think for themselves and they don't have personalities.
Well, they definitely have personalities. I don't think they have the biochips. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure they don't have them.
That's interesting. Well, we'll have to see.
Batch.
Out of all of these, which one? I know I've asked you guys this off camera or off recording. Which one are you guys most excited for? Each one of you.
Obviously Kenobi. But next Bad
Either
Batch.
Kenobi, Lando, Ahsoka, or
I'm excited for the Ahsoka.
There's so many to choose from.
There is. I'm
actually, I don't know if I can pick a favorite because they're all gonna be good.
I'm not gonna say that they're all gonna be good, but I am saying that I'm most intrigued to see what they're actually gonna do with the anime. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite by any means, but like jokes aside, I'm actually curious how they're gonna go. How they're gonna do it.
Josh is a weeb.
Bro, we got an anime fan here.
What's the anime called?
Star Wars Visions.
I am also excited.
Yeah, I legitimately am actually really intrigued by that. Anyways,
I'm also excited for the Acolyte.
Right? Yes, actually, that might be what I'm most excited for. Right? I feel like that could be really cool. I really like the dark side of the Force.
My personally most anticipated is Rogue Squadron, and my second most anticipated is Acolyte, and then I'm also very, very curious what they're gonna do with Visions as well.
Yeah.
I want Bad Batch now. Put it in my mouth.
What I'm saying is, it's a super intriguing concept. All of these are actually really cool ideas.
But they haven't even. We don't even have an era for Visions. We have no idea what Visions is like going to be about. Is it like prequel, sequels, spin-off? Is it going to be during the main movies? What is it?
It's just anime. That's all you need to know. It's anime. It takes place during the anime age of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Guys, I think that Star Wars Visions is a JoJo reference.
Obi-Wan, nah, Obi-San, yes.
Obi-San.
Obi-San. Again, I can't say that. Oh God, no.
You have sinned. Well, actually, I sinned too. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kenobi by far is what I'm most excited for. But besides that, Squadrons and Acolyte.
Yeah.
Where
this is actually super cool because
Batch spin-off. Put it in my mouth.
Here's another question, guys. If you could see, sorry I cut you off, but if you guys could see one spin-off movie or show that is not listed here, what would it be?
This would do 100%. 100%.
Movie or show.
That would be intriguing.
I know, yeah. I mean, Palpatine show, like get a younger actor who kind of looks and has the same mannerisms as Ian McDiarmid. Hire a guy to play Plagueis, and then just like that'd be awesome.
A guy with a super long.
Or even like a Darth Maul show or movie of him like when he was like younger, training with Palpatine. That would be cool.
Did you guys read the Star Wars novel? Like
I read the Darth. Yeah, I did.
That's freaking. That book is brutal, man. That is like. I can see why he's so evil. Like he's gone through so much trauma and forced to do so many horrible things.
Yeah, are you talking about the one with his face on the cover?
I mean, if it's a book about Darth Maul, it most likely has his face on the cover. So yeah.
Okay.
Is it the one where he goes and kills an entire school of kids?
Yes.
Yeah, that one freaking messed me up when I read that.
Bro, like, Anakin is
Anakin has nothing on Darth Maul. He went in there and killed a bunch of kids in their sleep with his bare hands, and then went up to his
Oh.
teacher and friend and killed him right in front of her, and then immediately snapped her neck afterwards.
He didn't kill the children alive, bro. Man, he kind of chickened his way out of that one.
Oh no, he killed a lot of people when they were awake. It was an entire thing. I mean, I started to spoil that, but like, it's a really brutal book, but it is really well written. Yeah. I mean, it just makes you like, if you watch the Clone Wars, you see how just evil and like savagely horrible Darth Maul is, and you read this book and you're like, okay,
into an anime.
That explains why. Yeah, make this an anime. But I mean,
an anime betrayals, am I right?
If I could have one spinoff that wasn't listed, it would either be something Old Republic era or Luke rebuilding the Jedi Order, but good.
Yes, something glorifying.
No, not Luke rebuilding the Jedi Order, but good. Luke rebuilding the Jedi Order.
But
like, make it happen in general.
You know cool?
What?
So I know that there's Jedi Fallen Order, but what if they made Cal Kestis show?
That'd be cool.
Like
there are rumors that he will actually be in The Mandalorian. I don't know.
Like, he's not dead? How is he not dead? I haven't finished the game yet. But
there's
a lot of speculation of like who the Jedi is gonna be that like responds to Grogu. Some people say it's Luke, some people say it's Cal Kestis, some people say it's Ezra Bridger, but like, yeah, no.
I think it's either gonna be Mace Windu, Luke, or Cal.
I think it'd be Mace Windu.
This is my thing. Mace Windu is dead. Cal is hopefully dead because the more Jedi that are alive during this era nullifies his arc.
Cal is hopefully dead.
And
you're starting to sound like a separatist.
I think that it should be Luke, but I think he should only be in there for a few episodes because they're gonna have to CGI his face, and that's gonna look super weird.
Or we could just get what's his face, Sebastian Stan? Is that his name? He looks exactly like him.
There's some guy who they wanted to play Luke in The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
I looked it up, and he actually does look like him. If they just do a little like CGI altering to his face, he could totally look like Mark Hamill and pull it off.
Here, I'll just put his picture in the chat real quick.
I'll put it on screen right now.
Oh wow, he looks really
You guys see the picture of Cal Kestis is actor for the video game? He looks exactly like him.
Yeah, I think they just motion captured his face and put it in the game.
How they do it with 2K.
Same with Seer. She looks exactly.
Yeah, that's what they do with most modern video games. They just make the characters the actors. Because they do mocap a lot now instead of animation.
That would be so cool. Imagine you were in a video game. You know how cool that would be?
That'd be awesome.
Your face in a video game. Play as yourself.
Anyways, if I could have a Star Wars spin-off,
RTX.
What would I do? I have a couple ideas of like my ideal Star Wars spin-off. I would say a Boba Fett movie or something like that, but I mean, like, come on.
Boba Fett.
Because I'm reading I'm reading a Legends novel right now about bounty hunter wars, about like guild wars between bounty hunters. It's all about Bossk, Dengar, Boba, stuff like that, and it's like really cool. So I don't want to see something about that. And that's probably not going to happen, but
pretty cool though.
My other one would be I would love to see something with Liam Neeson. I don't care what it is, just bring Liam Neeson back.
The Qui-Gon skin off would be awesome.
Or a movie, like a hyper intense movie where it's just like it's like it takes place over the course of a few hours, and it's like some like high stakes thing of a Mace Windu movie. Bring Samuel L. Jackson to play him, make him look younger with CGI a little bit, and make it rated R.
Oh my freaking gosh!
How many F-bombs would he get if it was rated R?
Put it in
as many as he wants. Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel freaking Jackson.
So that's what I want to see.
New spin-off.
Obviously, my dad would be like, "No, you can't see that." Well, maybe he would, but that'd be awesome.
Rated R for language.
I would want to see it, but like
some language.
I mean, I've seen The Matrix, so.
It's not they made it.
Yeah, Matrix kind of rides the line between. Isn't Matrix mostly R for violence?
Yeah, just because it's like nonstop gun.
They shoot a lot of people in that movie.
I know. It's such a good movie, though.
Oh yeah, great movie. If you guys haven't seen The Matrix, anybody listening, go watch it. It's one of the best movies of all time.
I have not seen The Matrix.
Would love.
You need to watch it.
It's
really Star Wars
one of the best ever.
Yeah.
Really want Star Wars to dig deep more into the psychological. Either if they do like a psychological horror type of thing, or really go trippy with the Force, because I really like, thought-provoking
Amnesia,
stuff
the
like
trippy
that.
descent.
Amnesia,
I really want Star Wars to go the thought-provoking route, because it's always been since the originals, it's always been more of like a philosophy. The Force is really how do you say that? I don't know, but the way Yoda
none of
describes
this
the Force, just
midichlorian crap.
dialogue that happens in the originals and even some in the prequels and stuff. I think that there's a lot to dive into with the Force. So if they can make it super, or even what's it called, Mortis? What's the Force planet called in
Oh
Clone
God,
Wars?
don't bring
Yeah.
back Mortis. My head is just gonna explode if I get another episode of that.
I loved those episodes a
Me
lot,
too.
actually.
I had such a
I've
weird
only watched a
relationship with
couple
those
episodes,
episodes.
but I love those, dude. I
It
just
fried my
love that
brain
kind of stuff.
basically. Ryan,
I
wait till
love
you get
that
to the
kind of
Mortis
stuff.
episodes, man. I want to see what you think about
Oh.
that.
Right.
But listen, so going off what Josh said about the Force, I actually this is what they're doing basically. But I really hope that Star Wars is able to take directions in movies, games, all that kind of stuff, and just step away from the Jedi. Like be comfortable with making Star Wars media that has nothing to do with Jedi and Sith. Like I'm
Yeah.
not saying completely abandon that. Obviously, make your Ahsoka show, make your Sith and Jedi shows, but also make a movie about just clones. Make a movie about rebel insurrection. Take a minute to make a bounty hunter show. I know in the Mandalorian, it was going good, and then of course they bring in Grogu and Ahsoka, and I'm like, yeah, they don't have the guts to step away from the Jedi. But I think that with these new movies and shows, they are saying yeah, we're just gonna make it its own thing, because even in Solo, you had the Darth Maul in there, so I get it. It's Star Wars.
everything.
It's a Star
He
Wars
stood
brand.
up,
They gotta have.
walked around, and ignited his lightsaber for no reason whatsoever.
But listen,
Yeah.
I'm the way thing I think is Halo 3 ODST. That game didn't have a single Spartan in it. Didn't have Master Chief at all, not even an Easter egg, and it was a great game. I think that Star Wars can have a movie without a Jedi, without a lightsaber, and make it a great installment.
Yeah.
Force, it's always going to come back down to the Force at the end of the day. That's what the Star Wars universe is ultimately about.
And I think that's what the mainline stuff should be about. I think that there should be a lot of Force and Jedi, but I think that there should be pockets of the universe that we get to see that just are kind of their own thing.
Definitely, yeah.
Like for
there's
example,
a lot of
give us a Battlefront 3, but I mean we need more Star Wars video games that are not lightsaber fighting games. But I love those games. I would like to see other stuff as well.
So you'd want to see something again what's it called, Republic Commando?
Yes, give us Republic Commando 2 or Imperial Commando. That game was so good. That game was so good it ended on a cliffhanger, and I got so mad, dude, because the sequel to it was canceled the year I was born. So
happy birthday.
You've heard of Star Wars Squadrons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of seems like something like that. It's just a flying game, which is kind of cool because there are a lot of cool space battles in Star Wars. That's kind of another big selling point,
I've heard that Star Wars Squadrons, that game is the best dogfighting VR game. If you have a VR headset, it's the best on the market.
I just want to say, you've never played classic Battlefront 2? It's in my top 3 games ever, because not only is the lightsaber combat it's super unbalanced, but it's really fun. And also the space fights, they just have this big open space, and then there's these 2 big ships, and then there's little frigates and stuff, and they have I haven't played
you can
a ton
actually
of
drive
Battlefront
into
2.
the other ship. You can get out of your ship and run around as a trooper.
You can take other teams' ships, and you don't go through a little spawn menu where you choose what ship you're going to spawn in as. You go to the actual hangar, jump into the ship, whatever ship you want, and just freaking go. And that's what I want to see in another Star Wars game, is another one that looks like Battlefront, or that
Here's
plays
an
like
insane idea.
2.
Just remake classic Battlefront 2. Just remake it, add more, basically remaster the game, make the gameplay less clunky, add more maps, add an online features.
Clunky.
You got my $60.
I would pay $100 for that.
I want a Uncle Owen movie.
Oh yes,
That's true. He's your favorite character, as we all know.
Owen, a Star Wars story.
You guys have no idea. Like,
Owen.
I mean, you never hear it on the recording, but like every time we get into a call together, we just hang out. Ryan's like, man, I really wish they had more Uncle Owen stuff. He has so little representation.
He'll immediately get off the test and be like, man, we forgot to talk about Uncle Owen.
Yeah.
Oh, did Grady just leave the call?
Name.
So yeah, Ryan, how's the Uncle Owen fan fiction coming?
Pretty good. I'm already on a third one. So.
Is it PG?
Yes, it is PG.
Phew.
Oh, phew.
How on earth you can have Gonk in there? I don't know how you're gonna make that work. Good luck.
No, the first two are PG. When Gonk comes in, he's in the third one. And that's PG-13.
Okay.
Okay.
The Gonk says some pretty naughty words.
We are.
Okay, can you censor that?
I don't know. I don't know how long. I don't know how long we've been going for, but we should probably end it here.
Seriously, has it been that long?
Well, we started this at 10:47, so we've been going for like half an hour ish.
Listen, CJ, we don't get the views on short videos.
That's true.
And
Also,
everyone knows we are
You don't
only
get
in
the
this for
views
the
on long
views.
videos either.
Everyone knows we are only in this for the views and
If you
subscribers.
think we're in for anything other than money, you're wrong.
You think we're
Kidding
making this
yourself.
to entertain ourselves in the future? No.
Okay,
So
let's talk about this then. You know what I'm excited for? The Star Wars Visions anime theme song. That's gonna be a banger.
I cannot wait to hear what that sounds like.
Please, John Williams, come out of retirement to do it.
My gosh.
Because if there's that's gonna be
It's gonna be interesting.
I really hope that's gonna be good.
Yeah, I feel like if that's good, then I would really enjoy it. But if it's bad, I'll still probably watch it because I want to see it crash and burn as a Star Wars anime.
What if
it be something cool?
What if you watch it and it gets you hooked on anime? What if you're just like a big anime fan after that?
No, Josh is already a weeb.
Yeah. Ooh. You know.
Guys.
Rower. Rower.
We forgot to.
You've gone too far.
We forgot to do
I draw
something.
the line at nuzzles.
We forgot to what?
We forgot to do something.
What's that?
Mention Uncle Owen.
We forgot to thank the Ginger Canadian for watching. No.
Oh shoot.
He probably clicked off by now because he was so upset.
Yeah, he clicked off because he likes the sequels. JK.
By the way, if anyone's like listening, I've badmouthed both the prequels and sequels. I probably sound like such an original supremacist, as people call them on the internet. I'm not. I promise. I love the originals, but I like other Star Wars too.
I love the prequels.
The way I see it with Star Wars is I'm optimistic. So I really, if you never criticize something, then there's never any room for improvement.
Wait, guys,
if you can't see something for its flaws, CJ, I was in the middle of something.
Okay.
If you can't see something for its flaws, then you probably don't deserve it. Because if you can't see flaws in something, then you're being scammed out of something. Because there's gonna be flaws in everything. And
so you're saying you're being optimistic by seeing flaws?
Yeah, you see flaws, so then you can improve upon them. So I'm optimistic since I see those flaws. I see what can be changed, and I see how it can be better in the future. You know.
And there's not really much you need to improve upon. It's just make a story stick to it and follow through with it with good writing. That's not too much to ask.
Mandalorian is really good. Like I said,
if
you can't see the flaws in something, you don't deserve it.
I think this is a really great time to be a Star Wars fan. Like
Really
people like the Disney acquisition, I think was ultimately a good thing. People saying that Disney ruined Star Wars, like they're completely wrong about that. I mean, did they ruin potentially the biggest part of Star Wars? Yeah, they completely dropped the ball on the Skywalker saga. But on the other things, they've been doing a great job. They made The Mandalorian. They did season 7 of the Clone Wars, which Peyton says is good. I haven't seen it.
It's fantastic, except for the Ahsoka arc in the middle there. It's not very good.
Yeah, Solo, and then they have all this stuff coming out. I think ultimately, like the storm of crap is behind us, like the bad is behind us, and we're just looking good forward. And I mean, like none of these things, like if one of these things is bad, it's fine. It's not the mainline trilogy, so it's like if it's bad, it's not gonna like ruin something. The only thing that I desperately don't want them to mess up is the Kenobi show. I really hope they take that as seriously as they can and just like make it a really, really good series, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
like even to your point as well. I mean, a lot of people even liked the sequels. So this, for some people, they've gotten like all good Star Wars up to this point.
Yeah.
I
There's
wish
a lot
I
of
was
people that are
them.
still happy.
By some people, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The prequels make me happy.
Prequels make
Yeah,
me
the
happy
prequel
too.
era is a really cool era. I mean, I
couldn't
hope that they expand more on the sequels era too, because right now I don't care about the sequels era because it's pretty much just Rebellion era copy and pasted. I want Disney to make me appreciate the sequels era because even if you don't like the prequels, you still got some excellent prequel content like the Clone Wars, Bad Batch. You know, you got all these really cool things like the whole era of the Clone Wars. Even if you didn't like those movies, is a really cool, interesting era. I want them to do that with the
just
sequels.
have like so much lore and like there's a lot of stuff that you can do with it.
Yeah,
you know?
so I want them to be like I don't like the sequels, if anyone wonders. So, but I want them to make that era cool.
Wait, really?
Even if I hate those movies, I want them to take like the sequels era and make it a really cool, interesting era. And so that's all I want them to do because like then I can actually enjoy content from that. Because I know some people who like think the prequels, especially 1 and 2, are really bad, but they're giant Clone Wars fans. So I mean, I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy who actually likes parts of the sequel era. Make all eras of Star Wars cool.
2 is bad, but it's better than people give it credit for. Yeah, the Padme and Anakin part is pretty unwatchable, but like it's got some decent stuff.
It has some things going for it. Yeah.
I've really grown on Attack of the Clones, and I'll save all my thoughts for if we ever get to that episode.
And obviously, I love Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, some corny lines. There's obviously some corny lines in Revenge of the Sith, but like, man,
don't make me kill you.
What a movie!
Oh, so love has blinded you. That's such a quotable line.
We should make an entire other podcast about how the quotability of the sequels has saved, or the prequels has saved it.
That's mostly just Revenge of the Sith. You could take Revenge of the Sith and just spend your entire life just quoting those lines, and you can function as a normal human being.
True.
Oh yeah, by the way, so when they told one about the Kenobi show, they said it'll be like Vader and Obi-Wan, like the rematch of the century or something. So is the show gonna end with Episode 4, and then like fighting in the hangar?
It's like how didn't season 7 of the Clone Wars end with Episode 3?
But my thing is like,
yes, but not like from it ended with Episode 3, but like from Ahsoka's point of view.
Oh, gotcha.
It was because like the show is taking place 10 years after Episode 3 and 9 years before Episode 4. So basically the halfway point between the two movies.
Yeah.
It was implied in Episode 4 that they hadn't seen each other in a while, Vader and Obi. So I don't know how they're going to rematch each other without ruining existing canon. But I do trust the people behind it, and I am very optimistic because I'm a big Ewan McGregor fan. Obi-Wan is my favorite character. So, I mean,
consider him in a culture as well.
Think this is a good place to end off then?
Sure.
Ending on Obi-Wan is always a good thing.
Ending on Obi-Wan is a good thing.
Obi-Wan coming to an end is never a good thing.
Anyone want to share their thoughts and excitements real quick before we leave?
The final thoughts,
guys. I'm very excited about.
I just hope both teams have fun.
What are you saying, Ryan?
I'm very excited about each and every show / movie. I'm probably going to watch each one. And yeah, I'm probably gonna start Clone Wars tomorrow so I can watch Bad Batch.
Nice.
Way to go, Disney. Now I can never cancel my Disney Plus subscription. Bass boost the voice crack, please. Oh yeah, guys. Voice cracking because my throat is sore and I got tested for COVID today. Might have it, might not. We'll see. Might have failed the test, might have passed. We'll see.
We'll do a full hour-long podcast discussing that later.
How about you, Josh? Excitements, hopes, something like that?
I really hope that I'm expecting them to strike out on at least one of these things. I just feel like that's kind of inevitable that one of them.
It's going to be a droid story.
Out.
Yeah. Thanks. But I'm optimistic. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the anime. I think it's good that they're branching off into different different things. I'm especially excited for like Acolyte and Andor and Ahsoka. I mean, I know a couple of them are gonna bust, but like ultimately, if they're not all terrible, then like, hey, take that as an absolute win.
You can't win them all, and like we get a lot of content, so it's like, who cares?
If they're half as good as Mandalorian, then heck yeah, I'm down. That's awesome.
And for me, I'm of course most excited for Rogue Squadron, Acolyte, and Andor. And I mean, besides the Kenobi show, that's above everything else. I think that everything on here, like those are my ones I'm looking forward to the most. But everything on here, I'm gonna watch. Like regardless, I'm gonna watch all of these. I'm most likely gonna at least have a good time watching them. And like Josh said, yeah, I'm actually pretty interested in the anime. I'm no expert on anime at all. I've seen 3 and I've liked 2, but
finish Clone Wars, CJ. Do it.
Yeah, I will finish Clone Wars. I will finish Clone Wars. I'll make Josh finish it with me, and then when Bad Batch comes out, we can watch it.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys. Wait, what?
Never mind.
You cut out there.
My voice just completely petered out.
We'll leave it off there.
Let's do it. Goodbye.
We should have some sort of intro. Outro.
1 like equals 1 1 prayer for me to pass my test when I get the results tomorrow.
As Obi-Wan once said, hello there.
I got pieces, puffs in my bowl. Nowadays on cruise control. I got pieces, puffs in my bowl. And just like that, I'm on a roll. Reese's Puffs. Peanut butter chocolate flavor. Reese's Puffs. In the AM, it's the flavor I savor. Peanut butter and chocolate too. You know what I need, that's what I wake up to. My Reese's Puffs inspired this rhyme. That peanut butter chocolate combination's on time.